Why do women in their late 30s have such an interest in reading books about vampires and fairies having orgies at a magic academy? Tosh Show! Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show. 3, 2. Welcome to the show. I'm Daniel Tosh. You like that, Eddie?
I do like that.
I'm calling it the show. It seems cooler. I feel like that's what the kids probably call this. Oh, the show? Yeah. Hey, did you guys see the new show? Hey, it's Tuesday. What are you doing? I'm probably going to check out the show. Who's on? Who cares?
The show's on.
The show's on. I'm going to get that to spread. Let's start calling this the show.
I'm in.
Why don't we just call it the show to begin with? Is there something else already called the show?
I don't think so.
Nothing in the history of entertainment has been called the show?
There was the big show.
This isn't the big show. It's just the show. Oh, man. I can't believe it's called that. I love it. All right. Today is the first Tuesday of November. You know what that means? Insurrection. Insurrection. Oh, there's bad people on both sides, guys. I've said it 100 times. Do you guys know what all the props are on the ballots?
No.
Yeah, it's always like, you vote yes on 18, no on 19. There's never a box for maybe. Maybe. I write it in. I write maybe in.
We'll see.
So when you guys see the tallies coming in later tonight, you're going to see one vote for maybe.
Question mark.
That's my vote. Hey, you think they're going to announce who the president of the United States is going to be by the end of tonight?
Never.
I doubt it. It's going to be sad that this election's over because it's really been fun.
Oh, yeah.
The campaigning, it's just been fun. You're getting to see the best of America in an election year. Now, I'm going to miss that. I think presidential terms should also be like Supreme Court justices for life. But every year we vote in another president.
So, yeah, how many?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lots of presidents.
Yeah, you're gonna have lots of presidents.
I love it. Are they sharing the house?
Yeah, they all live there. It's a reality show.
Yeah.
There's cameras everywhere. It's gonna be awesome.
White House.
It's called the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a live feed. Or you can watch just the weekly put together package, or you can just watch it all day long. And they just all live there. And they all have to agree on stuff and figure things out. Nobody's getting voted out until they die. Then they die,
okay.
then okay, fine. But at any given time, there can be, 30, 40 presidents. I'm just spitballing, guys. I don't have all the answers.
That's a great State of the Union.
Let's get on it. You know what country does it? Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah. You have to look. I don't know.
You know what country actually does this? It's not a unique idea. Nicaragua.
They got it together down there.
Yeah. No, it worked.
I'm pretty sure Colombia does this too.
There's a few of these places are nailing it with.
Countries.
You know actually which country does this? Turks and Caicos.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. They got it figured out there.
people love it there.
People love Turks and Caicos. Did you know that originally it was just one country, Turks?
Didn't know that.
I thought it was Caicos.
Another thing I'd like to point out, whoever wins this election, if Kamala wins because she's the better person and better candidate, that's great. Now, if Trump wins, I'd love to check in on these people's lives that have been so horrible the past 4 years and just see how amazing their lives are now. Did he fix all your problems? That would be fun. That'd be fun to check in with them. I don't even, to be honest with you, I probably shouldn't admit this on a comedy podcast, but do I really vote? Well, I get a ballot, and my wife gets a ballot, and she fills both of them out for me.
Okay.
She fills mine out for me. Now, we agree politically, but sometimes she's like, oh, I'm not going to vote to legalize gambling in the state of California, and I get furious. I'm like, but that's what I want. And she's like, fuck you. Technically, I guess that is voter fraud, but you know, what are you going to do? I'll tell you what we need right now in this moment, the ultimate distraction for the political unrest. And it's today's guest, an author who focuses on teenagers that are not old enough to vote, getting fingered by monsters and unicorns.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Tosh Show. My guest today is an author who uses her art form to explore what makes teenagers so damn sexy. And as she sat down across a rather drab table from me in a dark studio on the outskirts of LA, my heart began pounding, knowing all too well our eyes would soon meet. And with every slow, deliberate adjustment of my microphone, I knew I was on borrowed time before the listening audience would discover our throbbing secret. Please welcome Dana Claire.
What an intro.
How was it?
Oh, it was good. Thank you.
It had the word throbbing in it, and I know that is definitely, you have to tick that box.
Yes, throbbing is definitely what gets the kids to read your books these days.
Do you say tick or do you say check? Like when you're talking about boxes, like, oh, that checked a lot of boxes, or do you say that ticked a lot of boxes?
I say check.
Most people do, but I think the correct thing is tick. Am I wrong?
I think you're right.
I think I'm right. That's all I need. That's my fact checker.
Yeah.
He just basically goes, I think you're right every time.
But it's really about perception being reality. So even if your fact checker is right, what does the rest of the world think?
They think I'm an idiot.
I don't think so.
Dana, do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Good.
Thanks.
Finally. Now, convince me.
I mean, how can they not be? What happens after somebody dies but isn't ready to go to the beyond?
Oh, it's just human souls that are the ghosts.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an interaction with a ghost?
Oh, man, kind of. Oh, you want me to tell you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so
unless it's hard to believe.
well, it's probably going to be hard to believe.
Okay.
But my mom passed, and I was in my late 20s, and the night that she passed, my dad was trying to get all the things together that were going to go inside her coffin. I know this is like a sad story. So he's like putting all this, she had a whole list. She knew she was dying. So we planned this out. So anyway, he's like putting everything together because he doesn't want to forget it. And he couldn't find this broken yadro. Do you know what a yadro is?
I don't.
Okay, it's a very expensive statue. It was like the first very expensive present I gave my mother when I was younger. So I broke it. In good old kid fashion, I elbowed it, it fell. So the broken one my mom wanted to be buried with, and he just couldn't find it. So later that night, I kind of had a dream that someone sat on the edge of my bed, and I like woke up and there was like a figure, but I didn't like quite see it. And it told me where the yadro was. The next morning, I woke up and I said to my dad, I kind of think I saw Mom last night. And she said the yadro is in one of the kitchen cabinets. And sure enough, it was in a kitchen cabinet.
I mean, okay, it's a heartwarming story, and I'm not going to discredit it.
Okay.
I just wish she would have been more specific than one of the cabinets.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I mean, a little vague.
Or she could have given me like the pick 6 numbers too. Like if she really wanted to help me out.
Well, I don't know. Just because you're a ghost, I don't believe that they can see into the future.
No, all right, that's fair. You're right.
Is Dana Claire your pen name?
Dana Claire is my first and middle name.
Interesting. All right, talk to me like I'm an idiot. So it's gonna be a big stretch.
Okay.
Explain to me what young adult is.
Okay.
The whole genre, the books,
Yeah.
and why people are so into them. Go on.
Okay. So young adult is supposed to be like 13 to 18. But over the last decade, it's really kind of evolved to that like 17 to 19. And it's gotten spicy, which is why, have you heard Twilight?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that was really when I think young adult went skyrocketed and people were like, we must jump on this train.
By the way, Twilight, unwatchable.
Really?
Unwatchable.
Well,
It looks like it's shot off a cell phone.
fair, but a lot of people did watch it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Everyone watched it.
Yeah, everybody.
Garbage.
Garbage that
Just complete
there's a hook.
garbage.
But do you know why?
Why?
Why people
Because
love
they
it
were
so much?
hot dudes
I
turning into werewolves.
Yes, but sure, but the tropes. Do you know what a trope is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so a trope is like enemies to lovers or forbidden romance, things like that, where people love the idea of like, he wanted to devour her. You talked about throbbing before. Devour's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to eat her. And then all this, like, I can't have you. I can't have you. He's like centuries old. She's like 16. It's like taboo. These are things that hook people.
What's his name tried to eat people? He got canceled for it. What's his name?
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer. Army Hammer. That guy, he was real into cannibalism or something. I don't know exactly.
That's not as catchy.
You grew up in New Jersey, but always tell people you're from New York.
I do.
Do you do that because New Jersey is depressing?
Yes. And the people are always like, oh, the armpit of America. And I'm like, no, it's beautiful. It has horse farms.
Well, then why don't you embrace it? Be the sunshine that it needs.
Yeah, it really does need like some positive marketing to it, some PR for New Jersey. But I lived in New York for over 10 years. So like, I feel like that counts, yeah?
Well, yeah, it's just you're not from there.
No, I'm not.
I'm from Florida.
Oh.
Born in Germany. You know, I've got those two nooses around my neck. I have to embrace
Yeah.
them.
Do you talk about them a lot?
No.
Right. Feels fair then.
Mm-hmm. You went to the University of Delaware and studied English.
I did.
How was your time at the University of Delaware?
I loved it. I was an English major, though, because I was failing every other class. And my advisor was like, hey, you do really well at English. Why don't you take that on as a major?
Give me some of the jobs that you had from college, out of college, et cetera, before you
Sure.
got into this
Okay.
current world.
Well, I was a bartender.
Were you a good bartender?
I was fantastic, as long as you didn't order anything too complicated.
Okay. Did you have
Yeah.
attitude?
I had attitude. I had sass. I was loving it. Give me a stage and a spotlight. And
Did you love the movie Coyote Ugly?
oh my God, do you want to hear a story?
Yep.
Okay, so
That's why we're here.
Yeah, okay. So, oh my God, this is so going far in the wrong direction. But so that is actually called, that Coyote Ugly movie was based off a Red Rock bar. I had an audition for it. And I'm also a really good dancer. I danced my whole life. Yeah. I teach bars.
I believe it. All right, go on.
You already see this. Okay. So I loved it. I mean, I loved the dance. I loved being on the bar. There was a part where you have to pour cold water on yourself.
Mhm.
And I'm allergic to cold water. I have cold urticaria. So like I couldn't physically do the job. And that's why I didn't take it.
I mean, I'm not, I don't, you're going to take this the wrong way.
No, I'm not. I'm going to love it.
But you're kind of like a witch.
I believe in ghosts.
If I threw a bucket of water on you,
Yeah.
you're done.
I'm so done.
I've never heard of such an allergy.
I know.
So like you could never do a cold plunge.
No, it would kill me.
It would actually kill you.
It would actually kill me. So there are like things I'm not allowed to do. I have an EpiPen.
What's the temp?
I don't know. The way they figured it out is I ended up in the ER like a bunch of different times, and I had to start keeping a diary, and it would be like after a cold shower, after I went in the ocean. So then they started to be like, something's happening. So they put an ice pack on my arm, and my arm blew up with hives, and they were like, oh, she has cold urticaria.
Cold urticaria.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that I learned something today.
Thank you.
How many books have you written?
10 that are published, but I have like another 8 that aren't out yet.
How long does it take you to write a book?
It depends how much time I have. I mean,
What's the shortest time you've ever written a book?
2 months.
2 months.
Mm-hmm.
How many pages is that?
Well, word count is what we normally go by.
Word count.
Yeah, about 80 to 90,000 words,
Mm-hmm.
which is approximately, depending on how big the book is, around like 350 pages.
Okay, all right. So continue. How did you get into it?
So I went into sales and business and made a lot of money, but very busy. Lots of traveling, flying every week. The pandemic was the first time, I think, I don't know, since college, I actually was sitting there like, what do I do with myself? So I was like, I think I'm going to start to write again. I haven't written in a really long time. And the words just flowed out of me. And next thing you know, I was researching how to publish it. What's the difference between self-pub and traditional publishing, which I'm a hybrid, so I'm both.
Okay.
And that was it. That was really what it is. I just had time for the first time ever. I didn't have a job.
You write the book. You finish writing the book.
Yeah.
How does it go from that to people actually reading it?
I failed miserably. I literally put it on Amazon. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even have a proofreader or an editor. I knew nothing when I first did it. I was lucky I had 500 people buy it, and that was just family and friends.
Uh-huh.
It was after that tragic downfall. The first book I wrote was called The Connection, which I'm thankful they didn't bring up. War of the Sea was like my big hit. That was the one where I started to get recognition. So I did it terribly and realized that like, what am I really good at? Business. So go back to the drawing board, learn everything you possibly can about the publishing industry, and then let's do it again. And that's when I got picked up by my publisher.
And then things took off on the next swing?
Then the next swing, they started to take off, yes. So War of the Sea came out. That won 5 awards. The Hunterland series came out. That's actually optioned for TV right now.
Is that always the goal? Or is it just in the back of your mind? Or are you like, no, I want to write the best young adult novel that I can, and I don't care whether it gets picked up for TV?
No, I wrote that to market. I was like, this could go on TV tomorrow. You've got some people that write what's called bespoke, which is outside of the box. It's not writing to market. You don't have an exact audience, but those are not the people that are looking to get picked up by a big publisher or make that into a TV show.
Is it better to self-publish?
Honestly, yes, I think so. You make a heck of a lot more money, but I think hybrid is the way to go. So you can take your marketing that you have from your publisher or some of the promos that you get, like going to InStar, Barnes & Nobles, and then you can say, well, I also have all of this over here. Because once you have a reader read one of your books, they normally, if they like you, devour all of it.
Now, you write, correct me if I'm wrong, clean young adult? Is that what it is?
It's clean. So I'm just about to get into that spicy romance next year.
So you're like the Hallmark of young adult?
Yeah.
Like how far, like Hallmark, they take it to a kiss in their movies. That's it. Are you guys making out in your books?
There's like heavy petty. That's like where we stop.
Over or under the shirt?
Over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know. But it's going under next year because let me tell you.
Now, you write clean because you have certain family members that you don't want to upset. Is that partially true?
Yeah, my dad reads everything I write. So I was like, when I first wrote my first spicy book, I'm like, I can't do this. I just cannot have my father read this. But my husband came home and he was like, those spicy romance authors sure make a lot of money. I'm thinking you need to change your ways. Yeah.
I've always kind of done comedy where I know that my parents are listening. My mom's listening right now.
Yeah.
She's just like, why do you have to say these horrible things? But I always say, once they pass, the edge I'm going to throw on this world.
Oh, no.
It's going to. So like, do you have that in your head? Like, if a couple key family members were out of the picture, I'm going to write some real juice.
Yes, I do. But I feel like my dad's not going to die for a long time, so I'm just going to have to do it now.
Let's have him around for a long time.
We
but
do.
He's leaving a lot of money on the table.
Yeah, he is. I'm telling you, when I go to these book signings and readers come up to me and they ask me, like, what's your spice level? They are hungry for the spice.
What is your spice level?
I'm probably like a 2 or 3 peppers, but a 5 pepper is like everyone's fan favorite.
Gosh.
I mean, the things that at book signings that happen are crazy with just writing clean romance.
Do you have photos in your books?
Yes, a lot of authors are now doing that. I mean, I just saw yesterday morning a cock with tentacles around it because it was a fantasy novel. It was wild. There is a book called A Court of Thorns and Roses that's fae porn. It's literally about fairies and it's fae porn and people love it. They devour it.
What level do you take the heat back? Like how far? I mean, is it like full?
So far I'm clean.
If you do a five jalapeno or whatever you call it, is it like penetration? Are they writing about all of it?
Oh, God, yes. In all different places, multiple times. You know, there's a genre called reverse harem. So it's a girl it's like a gangbang, but it's like, okay.
And you just read it?
They read it. Oh, my God. People get lost in these worlds. You have no idea what these conferences are like when readers come in. They are savage.
What are the conference? And who are these fans? Are they questionable? Do you worry about who some of these? They're like, hey, you're not meant to be reading this book.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've had the weirdest requests. I've said no to some of them. I've been like, okay, maybe. Like, can you sign your name and a penis next to it, squirting jizz? And I'm like, I write clean romance, but okay, I'll try.
They want you to draw jizz?
Yes.
When you knew you wanted to be an author, was it always going to be in this genre?
I think so. It has the most angst. And it's like, you're not dealing with the drama of like, a spouse cheating on you or like, things that my age would actually have to deal with. It's like, remember when you were in high school and it was just about the person you were like madly and deeply in love with and like making the cheerleading team or the football team or I don't know, whatever you were into.
I wasn't into either.
Okay, what were you into? What would I write about if I was writing about you?
I don't know. My memory of high school is so...
Cloudy?
No. I don't know if it's revisionist or... I just kind of wanted to get through it, you know?
You didn't enjoy high school?
I mean, I liked it fine, and I had friends that I enjoyed, but I kind of was like, well, this isn't it.
Okay.
I was never somebody like, these are the best years of my life. If I truly believed when people said these are the best years of your life, I would have killed myself.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I could see that too. Those were not the best years of my life either. No.
You live in the now?
Yeah.
This is the best time of your life?
I'm a yoga teacher. We're all about the present.
I love it. You're married?
I am.
How long?
5 years.
5 years.
Yes, I love him.
Well, sure you should.
No, like I really love him.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you dated before you got married?
We were on our second date. We're like, we should get married.
Oh, that's a disaster.
But we've been together for almost 7 years.
Okay, so you said it after your second date, but you didn't do it after your second date. You waited the proper amount of time, 2 years.
Well, we no, we got engaged 30 days later, and then we waited for the wedding.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
we did.
fine. Is your first marriage?
No.
How many?
Well, this is a rabbit hole. I've been proposed to a lot.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I was like a runaway bride for a little bit, but then I did do one, and then we were divorced like 90 days later. So very Kim Kardashian of me.
Didn't even count.
No.
I mean, it counts in the eyes of the Lord, and you'll have to deal with that at some point.
Yes, at Judgment Day.
Mhm. All right, so you're happily married now, and you really do love this guy.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't mind, is he older or younger than you?
I like him young. He's 6.5 years younger than me.
6.5 years younger.
Yep.
That's good. I mean, it's not like record breaking.
No, I mean, you're right.
You're not dating like waiting for a kid to turn 18.
No,
Oh, that'd
no.
be fun.
Although that would help with the demographics of what I write, right?
Let's get into this Olympian Wars series. You have War of the Sea, War of the Land, and War of the Mind. Tell me, where are we warring next?
No, that one's over. That's a trilogy and it's done.
It's done.
It's done.
You could always do a prequel.
I could. I love that you know what a prequel is.
Well, I'm
Do you know
not-
what a novella is?
I mean, I know it.
So proud of you.
It seems like I'm like a 7-year-old. I think my son is 5 and knows what a prequel is. That's funny. Did you write Monsters? Easy. Falling in love? That could be deadly.
I think that's the tagline from my book.
It's a tagline
Yes.
from Hunterland.
Yes, it is.
Did you write that tagline?
I feel like there might be a couple words missing in there, but yes, the tagline was written.
Monsters? Easy. Falling in love? That could be deadly.
Oh, yes.
Man, that's good.
Yeah, there you go.
How
That
about
was
this?
much better.
Silver bullets aren't enough to protect your heart.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
I could just melt
What, right?
right here. I love it. Man, you had a busy pandemic.
Sure did.
As a writer, is spelling important?
No, there's spell check, there's editors. Go wild.
I can't spell at all.
We also make up a lot of words.
Do you?
Yes.
Like for what?
For everything, it's fiction.
You say you just make up words?
You can make up words left and right.
Talk to me about your process. Like, how regimented are you? Do you wake up at 4:30 every morning and start writing for 6 hours?
I do wake up at 4:30 every morning, but not to start writing, to start working because I own a company in the publishing industry as well.
You wake up at 4:30?
I do.
What time do you go to bed?
Probably around like 10.
Ugh, that's not enough sleep.
It's not.
You nap?
I do not.
You don't nap?
No, I have a lot of energy.
I love napping.
Oh, well, naps are great. The Europeans do it.
I can nap just like this, just sitting straight up. I can just close my eyes and fall asleep within 3 minutes.
And your body doesn't go anywhere?
Nah,
You just stay upright?
I can do it.
That's like a trick.
Yeah. How annoying are reviews?
I think they're entertaining. I once had my favorite review. It was a 1-star. It said, "This book is just too YA." Thank you.
You fuck with Kindles?
Do I fuck with them? Like, yeah, I read off of them.
You like Kindles?
Do you read books?
Uh-uh.
Do you read off Kindles?
No. I prefer book.
That's what I mean, a book, like a
Yeah.
physical book.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say book.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said.
Are you
my
a
fault.
paperback or a hardback?
Hardback?
Yeah.
I like to spend.
Yeah.
I like to make sure that money goes.
You're my ideal ICP.
Does young adult come in hardcover?
Sure does.
Okay.
The spicier it is, the harder. Just kidding.
Oh, there's your tagline. Does the same person make the cover art for every romance novel?
No.
It seems very
Really?
similar.
Oh, because of the naked men?
I don't know, just all of them.
Well, no, I mean, there's like cover design artists, there's like thousands of them.
Okay.
And now there's what's called discrete covers. So do you remember the Fabio covers from like back in our parents'
You kidding me?
day?
I know Fabio.
You
love
do?
Love that man.
What great hair.
Well, I don't know if it's still great, but yeah, he at one point.
At one point, it was lovely. It was like a Pantene commercial.
Do I know Fabio?
Sure.
I don't know.
Didn't we do a bit with him?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay, all right.
All right.
That's how I say I know him. If I've worked with him one time, I know
You
that.
know him. Best friends. Have
No,
friendship
we're not
bracelets.
best friends, but I get him and Kato Kalin confused a
They're
lot.
very similar.
All right, Fabio.
Okay, Fabio. So
Yes.
remember those covers.
Yes.
So now, fast forward in the present, we don't have those types of covers anymore. You have two versions of covers. You have the male wearing nothing, like no shirt, right? And then you have what's called a discrete cover, which is probably like big typography and flowers. So you get those two different types of covers.
You knew we were going here. Let's talk Fourth Wing. Where do you stand? And how would you rate Iron Flame? And are you excited about Onyx Storm?
You don't even know what these books are.
Of course not.
I love you.
Not a clue.
Well, I think Fourth Wing changed my business, not my author career, but the business that I own, which is called The Inkfluence, because Fourth Wing's publisher decided when they launched the book that they would launch a special edition. That version, that limited version, would be the first, I think, like 50,000 books that they sold. And that changed the course of everything. After that happened and how popular it was, every author under the sun wanted a special edition.
Your company that you started,
Yeah.
does it help other writers?
It does. Yep.
Well, see, now Pete, his wife, she's a writer too. My wife's a writer. They both write film and television.
Okay.
But they're always trying to write other things. Pete's wife, Sam, she wrote a mystery novel that I'm told is amazing.
What is it?
Can you get it going? Because she hasn't found the publisher. I don't know what the hang up is, but she needs help.
She needs help.
My wife wrote a poetry book.
Ooh.
And she wants help getting that published.
So that's a publishing house. What we do is we work with publishing houses and we work with authors to create special editions. And special editions are the books that have foil or sprayed edges or spot gloss UV, just some special embellishments on them. And then we produce them overseas. Because I've been an importer for China for over 20 years.
Oh.
And that business blew up. In less than 6 months, we're at 7 figures.
Let's get into your side hustle, which is
Okay.
a yoga instructor.
Yeah.
You taught
Oh, yeah.
countless amount of classes.
Oh, yeah. Like 13 a week on top of a full-time job. I love teaching yoga.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay.
How did you become a yoga instructor? You went to a class and like, oh, I could do this?
No, my dad actually owned fitness clubs when I was little. So I was like this 3-year-old, like climbing on the adductor and abductor machines. I just loved the gym.
Mhm.
And then when I came out to LA, started to get more into yoga, and I was like bitching to my dad about how expensive it is. And he was like, just go teach, then it'll be free. I was like, huh, I'm a public speaker.
When did you move to LA?
2013.
Okay. All right, so you went to a class. What class did you go to? Do you remember?
Yeah, I will never forget Hot 8 Yoga bar class on a second date.
Where is it?
Hot 8 Yoga in Santa Monica.
Uh-huh.
And I took a bar class on a date, which is like not the best thing to do on a date.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was just like real sweaty, you know?
I've never been to a yoga class.
Oh, that's going to change.
No, it's not.
Yes, I'm bringing you. I will drag you by your ear,
It's not
sir.
my thing. It's not my
What?
thing.
It could be your thing. You don't know.
Yes, I had one of my family members, or my wife's family members, it was a yoga instructor, and she taught us at the house.
But there was no heat.
Oh, no, I don't do that. But hold on. Let me
Okay.
just point out some things that I remember hating.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, she says, okay, now lay on your favorite side. I'm like, what? What the fuck are you
That was a lot of pressure.
I don't have a favorite side. What does that mean? My favorite side? Oh, I love this side.
Well, it's supposed to be energy, right?
I know.
Like,
I don't
okay.
like that
You don't like
talk.
that. You don't like that talk. Okay, well, I'm very like, I do high energy yoga classes,
Okay.
like yoga sculpt. So there's no like, you know, how your feelings are involved.
What's the good? I don't like the feelings
No,
bullshit.
I don't have time for that. We
Talk
need to move.
me about the temperature for hot yoga. What is
okay.
it? What's it at?
Well,
I don't mind
What
heat.
temperature will get you in the class?
I don't know.
Oh, all right, like 110.
That's the temperature?
Yeah. 105? Will that work?
No. What's the percentage in your classes versus a guy-girl, just out of curiosity?
Oh, it depends. I have a lot of guys in my classes.
I don't like smell.
Ugh. Well,
Uh-huh. Right. I hate smell.
Like-
If I smell someone, I'm just like, ugh.
you could move.
I hate hearing noises.
So you hate living?
I don't like people looking at me. I don't like to look at other people.
I teach at Sweat, and there's no lights and no mirrors. You don't see anybody.
Oh, gross.
That's worse.
I don't. It
My
just seems
goodness.
gross. People are touched.
I'm telling you, I've had a lot of famous people in my class.
I'm sure. Who are some of the famous people?
Oh, well, Vince Vaughn. He's lovely. He's just a lovely man, but he is really terrible at yoga. I think it's because he's so big
He
and
is
tight.
huge.
He is a tall man doing yoga.
Sure. He's a tall man, but he's also a trumper.
I had my high school crush once in class.
Oh, why did me saying trumper make you think of that?
I don't know. I was like, how do I shift gears?
Wait, you had your high school crush in one of your classes?
I did.
Did he come looking to rekindle?
No. I mean, like, no, he was like a famous person that I had a crush on when I was in high school.
Oh, sorry, that's my fault.
Yeah, I think that might have mine.
Who was your high school crush?
Ryan Felipe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Cruel Intentions.
Yes, what? Right. It's like the best movie
So
ever.
hot. And when they in real life, when their relationship didn't work out,
Oh my God,
gut
it was
punch,
so sad.
Gut punch.
I know.
But now they're kids. They're just like identical versions
Their
of them.
kids are
So
identical. It's clone-like almost.
It is. That soundtrack of Cruel Intentions. I could just listen to that forever.
One of the best movies, hands down.
I don't think you're going to get anyone to argue with you. Oh, man.
So does that mean you might try one of my yoga classes?
No.
Oh, so there was no convincing in any of this at all.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
Can you do crazy poses?
Not in this outfit, but yeah.
I'm almost 50, and my son, I go to his breakdancing class.
He's 5 and he dances?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm in his class, and they're doing this pose where they're ciphering, and he's teaching them different freestyle moves. But then they do this one thing, and all the dads are watching this, and I'm like, I can do that. And I just went out there and I did it.
Better than your 5-year-old?
No, way better than my 5-year-old, but not as good as the instructor. But
Right.
like I held it. I held a position. It was pretty impressive.
So you could do yoga is what I hear.
Well, yeah, but I can also just fucking stretch on my own.
Okay, so you do like stretching.
No, I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Okay.
And when I get massages, I tell them to incorporate stretching.
All right, so you don't have to do it on your own. That's lazy. That's so lazy.
I know. It's so much better, though.
Okay.
I give everybody that's on the show a gift.
Okay.
Okay, but the gifts are just stuff that I find around my house that I don't want.
How thoughtful of you.
Well, listen, it started out as a way to get rid of stuff, and now it's still that.
I'm excited.
Okay, the first thing I'm giving you, it's an old journal that I didn't only use like 3 pages on. These are notes from the GOAT. It was a reality TV show I hosted, and I only wrote 3 pages of notes. So I'll get rid of those.
Oh no, I want those.
No, those you don't get. Those are from the GOAT. Okay.
That was the most valuable part of the gift.
This is a book. It's this
It's so
this is a
beautiful.
local artist. It's To My Sweetheart. We have some of his pieces in our house, but he writes I don't know. He writes like cute things. Like he writes on skateboards, but they're always like little love letters, little tiny little love
that's
letters.
adorable.
Yeah, you'll like it. There's some
You really
cute,
want to part with that?
Well, I have some of his art in my house,
Okay.
but like it's just random stuff. There's some cute stuff in there. You'll like that.
I love that.
Now, this next gift, it's to give it to some of your horny fans.
Okay.
And legally, you probably can't do it, but I don't care.
Okay.
Because I had a vasectomy,
Oh no.
so my wife doesn't need any more birth control. So I just got all of her birth control. You just can give this to your fans.
I think they would love that signed.
Now, I don't know if you're legally allowed to give birth control away, but
we give condoms away as gifts.
well, birth control is a little different. But
Okay.
I just want.
Right, and they could be expired.
They're definitely expired.
Okay. So not usable.
No, I think it's been proven that expired medicine still works.
I agree with you.
Okay, now get that off my desk,
Okay,
please.
that's lovely.
You're going to want to give that to
Thank
people.
you so much. I've never been given something so considerate before.
Well, I just think you're making these kids all horned up.
Yes.
And especially in the world we live in now where you're going to have to put that on the floor. I don't want that on the desk.
Just don't want the dog to get it.
My dog can't get pregnant either.
Okay, great.
But, in a world where women's bodies are always a topic,
Yes.
and I just want to make sure that, I do
staying
my
on
part.
trend.
I do my part to keep them from having an unwanted pregnancy.
Yeah. Well, and I will tell you that all these spicy books do practice safe sex inside of them.
Oh, you talk about putting condoms and
They
stuff
do.
on?
They do that a lot. Yeah.
That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's ever raw dogging it in the books?
But like they make it very clear why they're raw dogging it. Like everyone's gotten tested. Like
No, talk about a boner kill?
unless it's fantasy.
How many pages of this boner kill do I have to get through?
Fantasy, there's no hold bar because it's fantasy. So if like they're banging you with testicles or like, octopus, whatever, you should read some of these fantasy books. It's not just normal, anatomy of the human that gets in there.
Oh, man. I don't know how I'm going to read with one hand.
Balance challenge.
Yeah, you have a gift for me?
I do. I have a bunch. So
A bunch?
I wanted you to see all walks of my life, so I figured I would show you. This is what a special edition books looks like.
Oh my
Mine.
goodness! Look at this
So
one.
isn't that fun?
Oh my goodness! This
Uh-huh.
looks like it's devil worshiping stuff.
Devil worshiping. That's the first book in the series, and this is the second book in the series, and this is the one that's optioned for TV.
This is
Yeah.
hunter lore. A deadly dance between predator and prey.
Would you like to hear a full circle story about this, though? The way I got picked up was teaching a yoga class. The writer was in my class.
Well, so?
I thought that was very cool. That was a full circle. We just did a full circle.
All right. I thought it was a way to get me into yoga.
No, I got that. Ready?
Olivia, chapter 13. Knowing Liam and Jack were going after a vamp nest while my father and Agent Hunter were researching. This is good
Would you like
stuff.
to narrate one of my books?
Ooh, no.
Oh, right. Well, I tried,
that
right?
seems like a lot of work.
Okay, so when you
I don't
come-
want this shit.
I don't care. You're getting it. When you
Oh,
come
God
to
damn
class,
it.
Look, it's everything you need for a class.
What?
You've got all of your stuff.
This is not everything you need.
You do.
Made in China.
I know.
You keep trying to act like you and China are in cahoots.
Well, next time you come take my
this
class.
doesn't feel like it's that great. Is this good? Is this good
don't-
quality? It feels a little light.
You know what? It's free. It was all free swag. You got it. Okay, I've got one more gift for you.
All right, let's see it.
The one that I think is the most
Look
important.
at that chode.
It is a stuffed penis.
That's a tiny
So,
little chode.
It's his tiny, he's adorable.
He's so wide.
He's so wide. He's girthy.
Is that your fantasy?
I think this, no, definitely not.
Jeez. By the way, in your books, are you going always circumcised?
Oh, I don't actually, well, again, yeah.
You need to get in that because I guarantee right now in our country, we're almost 50-50 on new kids. So as these kids age into your genre,
Well, we want to everyone feel welcome.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So throw in a few
think that's a good
anteaters,
idea.
if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So that is the most interesting thing that I've ever signed. So I love stuffed animals.
Wait, you signed this?
Well, I haven't signed yours, but I can always do that. But at book signings,
Would you buy these?
No, the readers buy them and they
Oh,
bring
so
them
some
to us.
gross fan
No,
gave this
is
to
a
you?
brand new one. It's a brand new
Why
one. We
did
bought
you-
it just for you.
Oh man! All right. Anyway,
Maybe Carl can play with it. Point is that those are some of the things that I get at book signings to sign.
anybody ever ask you to sign their actual hog?
No, there's not a lot of men at these signings. These are
Women are walking around with dicks.
Oh, God. Or like dick pics and asking you to sign the dick pics, asking you to draw them.
Are you
asking if you're-
allowed to just show somebody else a photo of a penis? It feels like that's a form of assault on some level.
Sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes it feels like that. Fans are fun.
Yeah, thanks for my stuffed penis.
You're
You know who's gonna get this? My new pig.
Oh, that's perfect.
You ever seen a pig's penis?
No.
Oh man, I gotta tell you.
Is it something to write about?
Oh, it's so disturbing. All right, so I got a tiny 7-pound pig right now.
You already got the pig.
Yeah, I've had it.
Okay.
Okay, but when their penis comes out, it's long, thin, and it has a drill bit at the end of it.
Like a pencil?
Yes, to go into the earth. Okay?
Okay. Oh, stop.
Look at the penis.
That doesn't even look real.
I know, it's so disgusting.
Oh, no.
I know, I didn't know this. And you guys, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
This is right up your alley. Female pigs orgasm for 30 minutes.
Shut up.
Well, you would too if this corkscrew was going in you. Look at the
What?
tip of it.
Stop it. Why does it do that?
I don't know.
It went from straight to that.
No, that's the end of it. The end is always shaped like that.
Oh, my God.
No, you can see the coils into the soil down
Oh,
here.
my God.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh.
I know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I would. I might have taken them back had I known that was what the
Why
penis.
didn't you get a female pig?
Great question.
Hmm.
We wanted to.
Oh, and there just wasn't any to buy.
This one was the one that we needed to take.
I'm sorry.
My wife just brought it home.
Did she know about that though?
Nope.
What happened when she found out?
She's repulsed.
Repulsed.
And it sprays its man semen all over you, and it stinks to high
All
heaven
over you.
constantly. Whenever you pick it up and startle it, yeah.
When it frightens, it gets
Yeah, because
hard?
no, it doesn't get hard. It just sprays. It's something that pigs do. It's just a spray, and it stinks. It's rancid. But you have to get them neutered at like 10 weeks because they reach full sexual maturity between 6 and 10 weeks.
And you got yours too late.
Yeah, it's already been 11 weeks. He's 12 weeks old now or so. But we're getting him neutered next week.
Can you still do that?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
And they'll take out a smell gland or something that's in there, I'm told. I'm worried sick about this.
I am too. Has your child seen it?
Yeah, my kids play with it constantly. Not the penis, the pig.
Oh my God. Okay, good. I was like, I don't know what to say.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love Christmas.
You ever have Christmas as a backdrop to one of your novels?
No.
What about a seasonal young adult?
I could, but like they're not in school during that time. So it would be like more of like an outside school. Most of my stuff is like around the school year. But I will tell you this, I have a house in Florida, and the house in Florida is Christmas 12 months a year.
Ugh,
What?
tacky neighbor.
Do you no, like not on the outside, on the inside.
Oh, even weirder.
What?
That's
Wow.
terrifying.
Are you kidding? What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas by a mile.
Okay, then how come you don't love my house in Florida?
Because I have real rules about Christmas.
Tell me your rules.
Okay, my rules are we don't start celebrating, we don't play Christmas music until the day after Halloween. Okay.
What about Thanksgiving?
Fuck Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We did those indigenous people dirty.
We did.
Now, we prep for Christmas all the way till Christmas. We're very
Okay.
excited about it. We play tons of Christmas music. That's all we play basically after the 31st of October. But yeah, and then once Christmas is done, it's done.
Wait, so like when do you take down your tree?
Well, yeah, okay, this is
Ah.
I'm going to sound like the elitist, but we go to Tahoe and that's where we decorate.
Okay, I don't think that's
Right. So whenever I leave, whether it's January 1st or January 10th, that's when everything goes down.
Let me ask you this. Do you take it down or do you have somebody take it down?
I take it down.
That's impressive.
But the tree I fight my wife on.
Why?
Because I only get a 6-foot tree.
Oh, are you kidding? Do you have
Hold.
cathedral ceilings?
Yeah, there's the high ceilings.
Then you should be having
It's
like a
cabin.
9-footer.
Well, ready for this?
All right.
Tell me.
I'm with
I
your
feel-
wife.
I feel like I'm a genius on this one.
I'll be the judge.
Okay. I have this large coffee table that we use that we put the tree on that gives the tree 2.5 feet. Now, hold on. It makes it so much easier to display gifts all around it because you don't have this clearance. Now you have this clearance. So there's just presents and you can layer the presents
You
on the
can layer
coffee
them.
table and the floor.
Isn't that dangerous? Like, is it going to wobble off the coffee
No,
table?
it's not going to wobble at all. No, it's totally secure,
Okay.
heavy, big base for the tree, real tree, Douglas fir.
So now it's 8 feet.
Right. And it's you got the big star on top of it. We don't go
so
angel.
what's her gripe?
She wants a bigger tree, but then it's like now it's in a hallway at the top of a staircase with big ceilings. It's hard to walk by it if you go bigger. I get the height, but then I don't have to have the width. And I still have all the room for presents.
But the width is also nice. If you have the height without the width, doesn't it kind of look awkward?
Oh, fucking Dana.
Yeah. Just saying she might have a point.
No, I mean, she has a point, but it's just, I just don't think you're giving me enough credit for the coffee table thing because it really does change the game. Even if you were to do an 8-foot tree, I would recommend putting it on a table for the layering of presents. It just looks nice.
The layering of the presents I actually kind of
and
like.
the depth, the from the bottom branch, you're getting this much clearance on
How
most
are
trees.
you watering it?
You reach in, you can put a pitcher in there to get to the
right.
water.
I'd have to see it. I don't know. I'm not convinced based on this.
We'll get her a flight.
I'll get her a flight.
You're coming to Tahoe. Dana, thank you for being on the show.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So hot in here now.
Hot and bothered from all the throbbing.
So much throbbing.
Tosh Show.
I want to thank Dana for being on the show. I can't wait to rip into one of her books tonight. The ripping and the tearing. The ripping and the tearing. Now, is the election over? Or are the results in?
Not yet.
No?
Nope.
You telling me with 1% in, it's too early to call. Well, listen, it's not too late for me to publicly endorse one of the candidates for president of the United States. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still on the fence. Now, I've already voted. I voted for Kamala Harris. But who am I going to endorse? That's different than who I voted for. You understand the difference?
Well, explain it to me.
Well, see, there's going to be a civil war.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to do what's right for my family. So I haven't picked a side of who we're going to align with. You know, we're not going to fight in either scenario, but depending on who's marching down our streets and with what type of artillery, that's what I'll need to hoist a certain flag.
Those will be your people.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to be like, oh yeah, go Trump. Whatever. If that keeps my family from being slaughtered in a civil war, I'll say it.
It sounds like you're a good father.
I don't have so much pride that I'm like, I can't say it. Carl, who'd you vote for? A lot of people don't know this. Carl, big MAGA dog. And look at us sitting across from each other on election day, respecting each other's differences. Sure, he won't look me in the eye.
It's just...
Carl, look at me. Hey. Carl, who'd you vote for? You don't want to talk? You want to talk politics? That's all right, but I still love you. I still love you. Even though I don't agree with you. Even though I think fundamentally we couldn't be different. We still love each other? Yeah, we love each other. You want some water? Have some water. There you go. Drink up, big guy. You know you look like kind of to me right now? You look like that one wise orangutan in the Planet of the Apes movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But you're a dog that loves Trump. Let's do our plugs. Carl, you want to do our plugs? Boyswearpink.com. Get yourself something cute and adorable for your child now that the economy is going to come roaring back under the new leadership of... You want to head on over to toshshowstore.com. Get yourself some fly merch so all the kids at school will know that you're down with OPP.
Yeah, you
Check
know
out
me.
Eddie Gosling's tour dates. Check out my tour dates. I need people to come see me next week in New Orleans. Man, am I looking forward to that. The Big Easy. We got to do the free plug. Hit the free plug music. Beautiful. All right, what do we got this week? The Redondo Union High School wrestling team has kicked off their holiday tree sale. All proceeds from sales will go toward helping the team with transportation and new singlets, but mostly fighting ringworm. Get yourself a 7-foot Douglas fir for $80. Same size noble fir run you about $105. Maybe you're not a tree person, or you get yourself a wreath. They got those for like $45. Or maybe you're Jewish, okay? Or you just don't want to buy a tree or a wreath. You can donate a tree to the troops. What do the troops want trees for?
Put up in their tent.
In their tent?
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever. You can donate a tree to the troops for $75. I bet you they don't pick out nice trees for the troops.
I was kind of
I bet you
thinking
they give them the
probably-
leftovers.
Yeah, picked over.
All right, you're going to go to, what is this? ruhswrestling.org/fundraising/holiday-tree-sale.
This isn't anything
That
good
is
sight.
Read that.
That is nonsense. All right, be sure to, select wrestling from the student organization drop down, and you just type in what wrestler you're supporting. I always type in Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah. The online sale ends November 11th, and tree pickup is on the 7th. Well, if it ends on the 11th and you pick it up on the 7th.
December 7th.
Oh, December
Tree pickup,
7th.
yep.
Oh, you don't have it. Okay. Eddie's really making sure I get this free plug right. Really, really sucking the comedy out of it by taking it seriously.
Jesus.
If you live out of town, there's a $20 delivery option, but I'm sure if you're outside of LA, I can't imagine that they're going to deliver outside of LA. You got to try. You ought to try to order one of these for delivery and see if it'll go across the coast. Give them a call. See what they can do. That's the Redondo Union High School wrestling team. We'll see you next week. Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show.